so I'm gonna zoom in so you guys have a bit of a background. Okay, so I just took this out. So this is what it looks like after maybe 4 hours after being dried. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. Okay, fabulous hair. And you can also, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but like you can get these like the hair covers off Amazon. Just wanted to say that. Okay, so I'm going to brush out any spots that look tangled at the moment because I don't want to dry my hair and then in the middle of drying it, I don't want the pain. So, and if you are using a hair dryer or any sort of thing on your hair that it has heat, use heat protection on your hair. Obviously mine is not in my bathroom right now. From when I was in Beauty and the Beast, the one day I had to curl my own hair. So that is now in my parents' bathroom. So yes, hair just came out of the hair wrap, which I was using a hair wrap, which are you guys seeing this? Okay, we're gonna try to get this one piece to stay. Okay, once I get this piece to stay, I'll show you guys my head wrap. So I have worn these in the past on lives. I have 4 different ones. I have this gold butterfly. I'm going to pull out the rest. I have a purple flowered one, a plain Jane pink, okay, so, and then a plain Jane purple. So I have 2 plain Jane and two colored, and 2 patterned, is what I was trying to say. But I am going to try to somewhat dry the rest of this hair with this, which I don't typically use. But hold on, I don't know. Okay, when I'm doing it, I'm probably gonna have to mute. But if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer after I get at least this part done, feel free to drop comments and questions down below. And wish me luck on using this. If it doesn't work for the first little bit, then, well, I'll figure something out. So please feel free to drop questions in the comments down below, and wish me luck. Okay, so I did the front pieces just to see how it would turn out. Okay, so this is the part that I did versus to what it looked like. Hold on, let me pull some more hair forward. So it does like straighten your hair out a little bit, but not like majorly. Honestly, I would not keep my hair like this because the part is throwing me off. But again, I never really part my hair for anything unless it's like a dance or whatever. That's usually my go-to. Just to somewhat try to get it down the middle. Crazy cats. Okay. So we're gonna unplug this so it does not accidentally set this place on fire. Not that we've had to worry about, like, well, at least I haven't. My mom, on the other hand, she's messaged me on the weekend, and she's like, will you check if I unplug my flat iron? Because she gets up super early, and I'm trying to plug my phone in. So that's why I was kind of struggling. No, she's messaged me a few days, like, will you check it, make sure I unplugged it, if I didn't unplug it, please. We don't need to start a fire. And obviously I went and checked and it was unplugged, so I messaged her telling her, like, hey, it was unplugged, and she's like, okay, thank you for checking. I'm just going over this with a little bit of water on my brush, just so then, okay, wait, I need it, okay. One of our cats takes off with all of our hair ties, so I'm left with one that's about ready to break here soon, if I continue to use it. It's actually our youngest cat, who likes to take off with the hair ties, which is the weirdest thing to want to play with, but she finds it entertaining. So, yeah, if you cannot find a hair tie in this house, I always, like, say, Roxy, what'd you do with all the hair ties? 'Cause, I need one. And it could be for, like, something of just as simple as doing a small, like, hairstyle for filming a little, like, short story, me doing my little dance videos that I haven't really posted many of me doing them, at least this year. I know last year I did Bunny, and I did one other. I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. But in both of them, I believe, I had, well, one I had so I had a crop top, like, right to about where this ends, and it says, bad boy, so I know I was wearing that in at least one of them. If you've seen those videos, congrats. I don't really post those videos anymore. But thank you to everyone who's still on here. I was debating on going live earlier when I was not doing anything, and I ended up not going live, so that's my fault. Yeah, I would just like to say, last year, if you were subscribed to me last year, I am happy to say in 5 days will mark my 6 years of being seizure free. And if you are new to the channel and you do not know what that means, let me explain. So I have a medical condition called epilepsy. You may know it as the disorder that people can't be around flashing lights. That is one way to remember it. But there's actual there's actual name for it. It's epilepsy, and I've had it since I was 2.5, and they didn't diagnose me with epilepsy until my third seizure happened at the age of 2.5. And there are actually photos of me afterwards in the hospital, hooked up to all these machines, and it is just baby Casey laying there, and I have a cast on this arm the way I was laying, and it was literally holding my arm straight while this one was like just doing its own thing. So I don't know what the purpose was for that on my arm. Obviously I don't remember this because of how little I was, but I'm gonna throw my hair back up in this thing. But yeah, no, diagnosed with it at the age of 2.5. I am, okay, a question I get a lot, and I've tried to avoid it, is how old am I? I am soon to be 16 years old. So, technically, I've had epilepsy for about 15 years. 15 and a half, if you want to count that half in there. But it's gotten to the point that I've been seizure free, so I haven't been triggered by loud noises, flashing lights, any of the triggers. Lack of sleep is one of them. Not taking the medication as you should be. I do miss doses every once in a while. But if I remember like an hour after, I usually take it right there and then when I remember. So either way, I'm still getting the medicine. Sometimes I will flat out just be like, okay, well, I don't do this every day, so we're just like, no. But I've also been on this medicine since I was real little. But so yeah, May 12th is going to be a day filled with a bunch of emotions. It's going to be filled with happiness, excitement, and sadness. Some of you are probably thinking, Casey, why sadness? My grandma passed that day. May 12th, 2022, 7:50 a.m. And she, the last thing we were talking about how, she told me on the 11th of May, on that same year that she passed, like, hey, I guess I won't be able to make it to the youth event, which I also have a photo of, or like a video of what the church made out of everything that we did for a feeling fun night to introduce the youth band made out of teenagers, and it was a very cool little video that they made to show everything that we did. We just to be clear, no animals were harmed for that event, because we had chickens, and so we wanted something for the little ones to do and actually like enjoy, and that was, you put a little like a dollar bill on a chicken, and the little ones get to chase the chickens around. Just to be clear, none of the chickens were killed or harmed in the process of that. But I was also watching when the little ones, I'm saying like 3-4-year-olds, maybe older, teenagers, were not allowed to participate, or else I would have been $5 richer at the time. We had archery that was a inflatable. We had the person who does the archery through our church. She was teaching others, like the little ones, how to do it. Then the time came for us to do the music. We all had our face painted. Mine was painted a snow. To me, it looks like it looks like a polar bear, but it wasn't. Gosh, I'm trying to think of what it was, like what the actual name was for it. But no, I had a little purple nose. Like the tip of my nose was purple, and then it was on my lips. That was also purple. So it was very interesting because I did not know what everyone else's face paint was going to do, because they all got butterflies around their eyes. And theirs glowed when the lights were off, where mine did not. And I may have to search for those videos, because I know one of the comments was, who gave this girl a marker? And I even clarified, I made a long video saying like, hey, that was face paint. If you were the one who commented who gave the girl markers, it's face paint. It was actually face paint. If you knew, don't just automatically jump to conclusions. It was very interesting, but I would definitely say it was hard on everyone, because I was also losing my mind that day, because it happened May 21st, 2022, was the Family Fun Night event. And I was not made aware of what we all agreed on wearing. Now it was, I don't know when they decided this. I was told at the last minute, maybe for an hour. I was trying to debate because I had this teal dress with butterflies all over it. Colorful butterflies, the background was just teal. So I was thinking, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, I had black leggings, like, okay, whatever. And then I get told by half of the teens, you cannot wear that. I'm standing there questioning, like, what are you guys talking about? We never agreed on what to wear. And they're like, yes, we did. I'm like, okay, what did we agree on? White top and jeans. Jeans? Well, black leggings work for me, because I'm not a big fan of jeans. And they're like, well, do you have a white top? And I'm like, I can see what I can do. And my mom went to the store, got me a white tank top and a white shirt afterwards. I wore it afterwards for a few minutes, and I wanted, before the youth band even got up on that stage, I was in the ladies' restroom just like staring at myself in the mirror like, okay, do I want to do this? Do I? Because I know for a fact if I do this, I do not know if I'm going to be able to make it through this performance. I don't know if the teens in the youth band are going to treat me differently. I don't, like, all these what ifs were going through my head, most of them having to do with the youth band and everyone who was in it at the time. And it was so weird because none of the teenagers came to talk to me on how they were feeling. And almost 2 years later, I get told by a friend of mine, and she's like, yeah, no, I remember the day that we had the family fun thing going on, and I had at least almost half the girls come to me asking if I would talk to you because you were to the point they didn't feel that they could talk to you kind of deal. I'm like, why would they feel like that? I get it. I was not that nice that day because I was kind of irritated that I didn't know what we were wearing. But, like, and then she goes on to explain, like, I don't know how you missed it, but they decided on what to wear the week before, and I'm thinking there's no way they decided what to wear that week before. And if they did, that would have been a week after my grandma passed. Now, let me remind you, my grandma passed on May 12th of 2022. All of this with the youth band was happening the 21st of May, that same year. So was I in my right mind to even talk to these people? Because they did not know what was happening. Some of them knew, like, hey, grandmother passed away. Did they care? I don't know. I cut contact with some of them. And I've slowly been trying to reconnect with some of them that I knew before then. And for the longest time I thought most of them hated me because of that. Then I noticed half the people left after February of 23 last year. And which made the youth band so much more challenging because we didn't have the bass player, we didn't have singers anymore. We had 3 singers. I was the only one left. So when they asked me, like, hey, will you go on bass? I'm like, who's gonna be the singer? And they automatically assumed, like, I can sing and multitask. I can sing the song if I know it by heart and if there's lyrics going with it. I cannot play bass guitar to be exact, and sing. So I literally sat there running through the chords, and we were gonna perform this for the welcome to youth night. And I'm thinking, please, please, please do not let me screw up. Like, it got to the point that we were rehearsing it over and over and over and over, that I wanted to cry. I wanted to run out of that small building, leave the guitar, and just run somewhere that they either found me or just somewhere that I could hide away just to let out all my emotions, because it's been a minute since we did band. I don't know what they've been doing for the past couple of weeks, but you know, it's just one of those things that you rehearse it over and over and over. Same songs, same week. Every other week, same songs you rehearsed. You're doing it over and over and over, trying to get those small parts right. It gets to the point that you're draining the singer's voice. But they, in my opinion, some of them care, some of them don't, about our voices. I'm not saying what church I go to, but it drives me insane that the person who is in charge of telling us teens what to play, she will tell us, like, do this, and we'll run through it. If the first time was a little rocky through, she'll say, from the top again, from this spot again, and repeat that process 50 million times until it's 5 o'clock. So we won't even work on 2 songs. We're running through the same song over and over and over, and I'm in the back or the front, standing there, regretting all my life decisions leading up to this point. Because I thought, okay, be in the youth band. You get more, like, relaxing songs, and we start doing upbeat songs related to Christians. Because some of the songs I know, they're like super chill. But we're doing these upbeat songs, so by the end of it, you'd have a pounding headache, and then afterwards it would be the lesson and a game. And by then you're tired. Like, you cannot move at all because your body is in pain from standing and sitting for that entire hour of rehearsing, writing the same thing over and over. It drives me insane still to this day. Is that how they still do it now? I don't know. Like I said before, I haven't been to youth in a couple weeks. And the fact that I've only gotten a message from the person who sometimes drives me to youth group. She reached out to me last week, making sure, just checking in to see how I was doing, and was wishing me and hoping that I was doing okay, since I haven't been at church for a while. And I told her, like, yeah, everything's good, just stressed out with school and everything and family. And she's like, oh, anything I can help with? I'm like, unless you're a genius with world history, then no. She's like, world history was never my strong suit. I'm like, yeah. How about English? Iffy on that one. And she's the only one who's reached out to me since I haven't shown up. Which in my mind, I want to say that says a lot. Except, not everyone is, not all of them, I have their phone numbers, so. But the entire winter whiteout, they had this group chat with all the girls in it, except me. So, and then, like, on the way back from there, they were sending photos that they had took of other people throughout the trip, and reflecting on those moments, and I'm like, can I see? And I think they got tired of me eventually, just asking. So, like, I don't know how to feel about it because, yes, they're my church family, but I feel like everything that happened after Winter Whiteout this year, they started to be more inclusive for maybe a month after, and then slowly faded away from it. So I was literally like running through my dances. They would ask me every now and then, like, how's Beauty and the Beast going? Pretty good, just stressed out about it. And I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. I guess I'm just really a birthday wish. I want to go back to my youth group if I ever do, and I want to be treated equally, or they may actually lose another person who will only come once a month to youth, because I am so sick and tired of trying. Like, it's a two-way street. Like, you talk to me, I'll talk to you. If you don't talk to me, I'll say hi, how you doing? That's it. That's all you gain from me. Like, at times like that, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but it just gets to the point that it's like, no, just leave me be. I'm not in the mood to talk and all that. So, like, so yes, like I said, it's a two-way street. If the youth group wants to maybe be more inclusive again, like how they kind of were at Winter Whiteout, and shortly after that, then that'd be great. I maybe would not have to decide to stay home every Sunday just to avoid from going to youth group, because youth group used to be my safe place where I could get away from chaos happening in my life. And I don't know, ever since then it's just been, hey, yep, this is what's happening. And I'm just so tired of, I guess, being blamed for everything that's ever gone wrong in personal life. If I don't do something right, I get the blame because, well, it makes it easier to have someone to blame than to blame yourself, right? But no, I'm just, part of me says, like, oh yeah, it's fine, you're fine. You're not in a situation like you need to be moved out of the house or anything. And I don't. It's just, I need to find a community of people that will always have my back. And I guess I frankly thought I did have a group of people, and then chaos happened, and I don't know. I'm gonna get off here, you guys. If you want me to do another live on a different topic, I know I got into a little bit about epilepsy today, tonight, and I also got into kind of why I'm slowly drifting away from my youth group. Like church, I have no problem with going. That's just in the morning. Youth group happens at 5:30 at night till 6:30. But we get there at 4:30 because there's a Bible study, and that has some really interesting topics. Last time I went was the week before Beauty and the Beast even happened. And so that was the last time. So it's been well over a month since I went. I don't know what to think. Maybe I'll message one of them. One of the girls I have the phone number to. Ask her, hey, have you been at youth group lately? Because I haven't been there in well over a month. And any new updates, basically. And hope for the best. So, yeah. See you guys on my next live or short. Bye!